Are we live? Did we actually make it today? Because for 3 minutes we weren't really sure if we were going to make it or not. So if you're here already, welcome in. Welcome to the Not So Second Saturdays with Sarah because of all the things we've had going on this month. But if you're here, please say hello so that we know you're here. And for those of you who have been here before, like you guys know, this is an interactive show. Bob's gonna mess with what it looks like back here so that everybody can see all the stuff that we've got going on today. Because, listen, when we're delayed, it just gives me more time to go, oh, I should throw that in. Ooh, can I do that? And so I see Miss Diana Burns has said a good morning or afternoon. For us here on the East Coast, it is 12:04, so it is high noon. So welcome in, Ronald Smith. Hello. But anyway, I've shared us with your friends or not, but you know we need the viewers. But I know that you don't want to lessen your odds of winning really great stuff today. In today's show, we are talking about essential cigar accessories for the smoker and the non-smoker. Bob has his finger up at me, so I'm going to ask him what he needs.
Hey everybody, Bob Cigar Guy here, the voice from outside the picture. I look much better in this kind of shot, so you're welcome. How's the audio? How's everything going? Are you getting it nice and clear? Are we doing 5x5? Let's get that out of the way just to make sure everything is okay. Like I said in the comments, Chief is not here for the backup, so hopefully everything will go well. We won't have the fiasco we did last month. I'm in charge, so it's not a good thing. Dinah Burns says lots of static. Is your hair rubbing on your microphone? Yeah, you can't have your hair on your microphone.
How's that? Is that
Keep
better?
all the hair's got to come off. Just shave your head, Sarah. No, don't do that.
Let's not do that, but
There you
I
go.
can I can move the swish
That should be good.
to the other side.
That should be good.
Is that better? Did that take care of it, Diana? Sound is
Just being here
okay.
means we're all winners. Ronald Smith, I love
Hey,
you,
hey.
and that doesn't mean you get to win anything extra, but I do love you, and I thank you for all your kind words, my friend.
Good afternoon, good morning, everybody.
Mac Bergson's in.
Good morning. Good, nope, your afternoon because you're on the East Coast, unless you're traveling. Um, welcome in. I know, it's such a good day to be here. Hi, Cigar Pop. Cigar Pop, where are you from? I think I just recently saw your name coming up on some feeds in the shows, and I'm just wondering, do we have some new folks here? And if we do, say hello. Tell us where you're at. Sarah's still not sounding good. Okay.
I don't know what to tell you.
Is that better? I'll try to put it in a place where it won't like move or rub. She sounds far away. Gary says it sounds fine. So I don't know. I don't know. We're just gonna go with it. And if I sound far away, turn me up. Woohoo! It's a party in the afternoon over here on the East Coast. We have had some rainstorms. Listen, last night was a doozy. And Bob the Cigar Guy slept right through it. I was scrolling the old Facebook reels last night, and I was watching some court case, and all of a sudden, like this huge boom went off, and I was like, "Oh, did something happen in the courtroom?" No, it happened in my room. Man, these new earbuds are awesome. ah, so anyway, I hope everybody's having a good day. Let's see if it's 12 here. It's 9, 8, 7, 6 all the way in Cal. Is it 7 or 6 all the way over in California? I never remember if it's 3 hours. I think it's just 3 hours. Um, but anyway, I have a lot of stuff to give away today. And today, listen, folks, you get the full on first lady in the horse world experience today. Because now, Bob the Cigar Guy and Chief, right? It's both of you. had a new sponsor.
It's for Chief Talk.
Just for Chief Talk. So it is this company right here, Natura Cigar Company. And they are a brand new, are they boutique?
Very 5
Brand
years old.
new boutique cigar company who stumbled upon Bob the Cigar Guy in his reviews, was led in his direction and said, hey, we think this would be a good partnership for you guys. And it turns out it might be. But let me tell you, for me, the first lady in the horse world, I am all about this branding. Do you guys see that? Like, it is beautiful and majestic. And look at those horses. They look like they're on fire. But I think all of their cigars are like horse name related. And so I was like, ooh, can I maybe get some of the swag stuff they had? Well, we just landed right in it at PCA because they were willing to give us this gorgeous sign back here. And I'm telling you, it's a big one because I'm just sitting in front of it. And I mean, you see, I'm just not sure that this isn't going to become my backdrop just because I love the horses on it.
We do sponsored content here, Sarah. If they're not paying,
Yeah,
for
I'm
it,
not
they're
sponsored.
not.
I'm just going to tell you guys,
They're
I am
not
not
getting it.
sponsored. I am really not looking to be sponsored because I don't want anybody to be like, oh, they just give away that stuff because they're sponsored by it. Like, I'm hoping for the First Lady series to kind of take off and for other folks to be like, oh, hey, what if we send you this? What if we send you that? Because I would love to like put it in a box to give stuff away. If brands want to get their stuff out there, I'm not positive, but I'm relatively certain like I'm the only person doing cigar adjacent stuff that really kind of highlight. Oh, he's on camera, folks. You might as well smile and say hello to the fine folks. I'm sorry, I didn't think I was rubbing it. You have my hair. Oh. This is the beauty and the magic of TV, folks. You see it here, live and in person. That feels weird. Hey, girl. Hey, Caitlin. Everybody, Caitlin is in the house as well. It's a family show here. Okay, so back to all of the horse swag that I have going on. If you guys know me and Bob and you follow his stuff and you're on Facebook with him, and I tag him in a lot of the stuff that we do together, you will know like we've had PCA out in New Orleans, and then afterwards we went on like a little anniversario trip. And Bob the Cigar Guy was selfless, I have to say. He was very selfless in this trip. So the first couple of days, we were just kind of like moseyed back on toward the East Coast, and we stopped at a couple of places, and we did some shopping, and we actually stumbled upon a Camacho event that was going on at this little cigar. It's not. I'm gonna tell you what. It is not a big cigar lounge, but it is a nice cigar lounge. I don't think I have ever been in a humidor as beautiful as the one we went to for this Camacho event. And I'm going to tell you and share with you where we went. We went to Sure Thing Cigars. All right. Premium cigars and cocktails. And I want to say it's Orange Beach, Alabama. Let me tell you what. This place is fire. Bumping and rubbing noises are bad. Did we fix it? I don't know if we fixed it. I'm getting messages on my phone. I don't know. We're going to keep trying to roll with it. All right, so Sure Thing Cigars. We went to a Camacho event. Now, Camacho is Davidoff. Is that right?
Yes. It's
So-
a Davidoff brand.
It is.
How's that gonna work? That ain't gonna.
Just stick it on my head. Okay.
I'll just sit here and hold
No.
it
Okay, you just stand there.
the whole damn time.
Thank you, Vanna. Okay, so
No, I'm not doing
Sure.
that? What are you, crazy?
Sure Thing Cigar, co-owned by none other than Luke Bryan. That's right. Um, it is co-owned by Luke Bryan. Luke Bryan is a country music singer, and who knew he was into cigars? I didn't, and I'm a country music fan. I've gone to a Luke Bryan concert. Not once did he ever mention being in the cigar world. However, he is because he is co-owner of Sure Thing Cigars. If you want to take a trip, listen to me. If you are into like, let's go visit this humidor or let's go visit that humidor, go visit this one. It is beautiful. It is backlit and the Davidoffs, like you walk in and it's almost like when you walk in, it goes, whoa, and all the shoo, shoo, shoo happens because they have done it right. Beautiful. So anyway, we went to this event. We did not go like we just went as folks because we heard it was going on.
We want to
Um,
support our friend.
Bob is really close friends with Jack Hire. Jack Hire is really good friends to Bob and Steven. Like he's A1 since day one, right? And so we were like, hey, we're not far. Let's drive over. I was kind of hoping to get to see the beach, but I didn't see the beach. So anyway, we get there and Jack and Bob, Jack's like, oh my gosh, you guys came. Oh my gosh. And he was so surprised. Well, when we told him about, my show coming up at the end of our vacation, he was like, oh, let me give you something. And I'm all like, heck yeah, let you give me something because I like that. And so we got to throw into the giveaway today a very nice Camacho humidor. And it has this trap door in the bottom, and you can pick it up and put your Humi pack, whether you use Bovida or whatever you use. It just goes boop and sits right back on top of it. It's just this little grate, pretty cool. Then you lay and you stack your cigars on top of it. So that got thrown in because we went to support a friend. That's what it's all about. Shout out to Jack Hire and Camacho. Thank you very much. Again, go visit this place because you won't be disappointed. All right.
All right, hang on just a second. Chief, poop on you. I asked you to be back up. This is what you're supposed to be doing. You are the chief, editor in chief. I am Bob the cigar guy. I smoke cigars well. First lady is first. She's the first lady. So, you know what?
I just
Yes,
show up and
this
give stuff away.
this is a sub chief talk show because Chief's not here. He's too busy out just
I
hanging out with
honestly
his
thought you were
family
off
and
today.
looking at leaves. So, Chief, on you.
All right, so today is also going to be brought to you by Sticker Palooza because I was able to get lots of little stickers in my collectible time frame. So this is a sticker. So that's going to come in the giveaway. Um, then, listen, Bob the Cigar Guy treated me well. He went and got me some more of my stickers. Look.
I'm a giver.
Look, the first lady of Bob the Cigar Guy. This will be the first one of this lot being given away on my show. So there it is. You will notice it matches my shirt. Yeah. I don't have shirts. Don't ask. But I do have stickers. All right. Now, the other thing that when I was getting back to Bob was selfless and stuff, I'm going to say an essential thing to take with you if you go do something with cigar folks is a willing attitude, a can do attitude. That really is an essential accessory. Just go and just go because you never know what's going to happen. But anyway, Bob decided that he would be very selfless and he would take me to the Southern Cross Guest Ranch where I rode horses for 4 hours every day.
Every
Every
day.
day. And then at the end of the vacation, he had the audacity to ask me, have you had enough horseback riding? No, I did not have enough horses. I could have ridden horses all day, every day, all day, every day, all day, and got some more. But alas, I did have to go home. But I got some stuff from Southern Cross Guest Ranch. I even got their permission to like wear the hat in my show today because, like, some companies are like, no, we don't want to be affiliated with tobacco products, and they were like, psh, yeah. So you're gonna get a sticker. And if you'll see, the main says Valhalla because they are also Valhalla Farms. They are a breeding barn, and so they breed very nice quality horses. They are beautiful. So, yes, you're going to get that sticker. And then, of course, the Natura cigars, they gave us stickers as well. So, you're going to get those. And from what I understand, Bob smoked one of the cigars and he said he really liked it. So I don't. Have you done that review yet, Bob?
I have not. I haven't smoked that cigar yet. The Luke Bryan cigar, which is the Davidoff
No, I'm not. I'm
cigar.
talking about the Natura one. Didn't you smoke one of theirs?
I've smoked all the natural
Oh
line,
yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
and they're good. They're solid.
There you go. So anyway, you're also gonna get a koozie, because why not? Because Luke Bryan is sitting here drinking a beer on the end of the pier. It's a good song.
Aren't you just
I'll go
rhyming
get you one.
today?
But if you're here today, you're going to win one because I'm throwing it in. I was like, hey, since we're here, can I grab some stuff to like give away? And the people at the bar were pretty nice. Now, they didn't give me everything, but I got some stuff. And so that was cool. All right, let's get into the meat of our show. What is it about, Bob?
It's about an hour long.
Oh,
We're talking about swag. We're talking about gear. We're talking about things that you need for that cigar smoking lifestyle.
yeah.
Almost a rookie kit to jump into the life.
Yeah, so essential cigar accessories. So I know that everybody's like, oh, we know what you gotta have to smoke a cigar. Well, no, not according to the First Lady. The First Lady is all about outside of the box. So I also went to a cigar event with Drew Estate, and Pedro and Will McFall were there. And I know them from Barn Smokers, and so I, went up and said hello. And I went over to Will and I was like, hey, Will, I got a show coming up this weekend and I need to bend your ear a little. And I need you to give me some ideas. Because who's more out of the box than terrible Will McFall? Anybody? Anybody? I don't know. But we're going to give him that title. So anyway, I went to him and I said, hey, I'm doing this show. I'm doing essential cigar accessories. And I'm cigar adjacent enough to know, okay, you got your cigar lighters and your cigar cutters. Cutter, lighter. Cutter, lighter. Listen, when I tell you Will McFall came up with something ingenious, and I'm going to run with it, I'm just letting you know, I can't tell you how many times I have been found at an event or somewhere and I don't have a cigar cutter. So I'm thinking, ooh, pocket knife. You need a pocket knife. If you're going to be a cigar smoker or adjacent to, like, carry a cigar or a pocket knife in your pocket. Carry one in your purse. I mean, safety first, too. So anyway, Steven has this really cool pocket knife looking cigar cutter. Like, it's meant to be your pocket knife / cigar cutter. It's really cool. I don't have one to show you, or I would. But anyway, Will said, you want to know what is essential? He said, a golf tee. A golf tee. He said, I most likely have a golf tee thrown in my glove box, in the center console of my car. I might even have one in my pocket. A golf tee. And I said, what do you need a golf tee for? He said, to punch the end of my cigar with. Now, come on. That's ingenious. He's like, look, seriously, I've been caught on the golf course, and y'all know he has got to always have a cigar cutter and a lighter. You would think, right? Because he's in the industry and he smokes a lot of cigars in a lot of different places. And he's like, no, I don't always have one. And when I find that I don't, I do have a golf tee somewhere floating around in my car. And he's like, I just grab it, put it in my pocket, and then while I'm there, I can punch the end of my cigar with it, and there you go. Now he's not having to bite it off or say, hey, you got a cigar cutter? Because I can imagine in his line of work, somebody might go, you don't have a cigar cutter? What? I would do it. I'm just letting you know. Shout out to Will McFall. I'd make fun of you. But anyway, I thought that was ingenious. So that is going to go on like the top list of essential cigar accessories. A golf tee. You can take that through TSA. You can carry it around in your pocket. You can go anywhere with a golf tee in your pocket. Throw one in your car, and you're not like, hey, if this gets lost, I've lost, $15. Or if it breaks, I lost $15 cutter. No, you're going to be like, well, it's just a golf tee. So, a golf tee. For the non smoker, the top of my list of the essential cigar accessory, a cell phone. I think you need a cell phone because if you are going to go to an event, you don't know anybody, you're feeling kind of uncomfortable, maybe you've never smoked before and you want to learn how. I mean, what better way than to take your cell phone, immerse yourself in the experience. I'm all about immersion therapy. Get yourself out there, sit in a cigar lounge, use your phone. If you want to take notes, hey, this is what I noticed, this is what I like about this place, and this is what I don't like about this place.
Now, some of the people have jumped in and said biter pinch works just fine for me. Um, Gary Brooks says he uses his teeth. Steel Bob said, I heard Saka say one time the most popular cutter in Nicaragua is a thumbnail. Cigar says, no, so not toenails to cut cigar, not mine.
I wouldn't even use unless it's a clean fingernail. I guess it's your own, so.
Gary's answer says a 22 shell also works well. And people are commenting that Will McFall probably is not the golf aficionado. So,
Well, I didn't ask him about golfing tools, right? All right, so a cell phone, take it with you. Pop open your notes. Take some notes about things that you notice. At this event that we went to with them at Social Cigar here in Greenville, I noticed some kind of new folks. You could tell that they were maybe on the verge of like just really breaking into their cigarness. We sat across from a guy who was like pretty much on his phone, and you could tell like he was really enjoying smoking the cigar he had, but he wasn't really talking to anybody, and so he was just like scrolling his.
Could be connected to the house's Wi-Fi instead of studio Wi-Fi.
Yeah, it was connected to the house's Wi-Fi.
Okay.
Should I try? I'm back, folks. I'm back. All right.
yay.
I know some people got off, and I apologize for that. I hate it when we lose people midstream and they're like, oh no, it's frozen, and they've got things they need to do. I get it. I'm still gonna do my best. It is an hour-ish long show, so we're into the first half hour, folks, and I appreciate you being here and hanging in with us. Okay, so where was I? Back at Essential Cigar Accessories. So the next thing that, like, for people like me or for new people who smoke cigars, the essential, and I would agree with this. I can't tell you how many times I have heard Bob the Cigar Guy or Chief go, man, that food came in clutch, because they were so hungry. They hadn't eaten before they went to the cigar lounge, or they hadn't eaten in a long time, especially with PCA going on. Bob is holding up his fingers at me again.
All right, so First Lady, let's show everything you got that you're going to be using for giveaways, so that if the feed drops off, we can still pick a winner, and winners will know what they want. So if you can show that stuff real quick, and then go into your story.
I'll get into it while I get into the story. So, all right. Will said mints or chocolates. You should have like mints or chocolates, and that's something that you can carry. You could carry some Tic Tacs in your pocket. You could carry a peppermint in your pocket. You can throw them in your purse if you're a lady. Have some little chocolates, because he was like, you get to these places and you forget. Oh, I didn't eat, and then sometimes, and we talked about this on one of my earlier shows. Like maybe the cigar lounge doesn't have food, and you were thinking, oh,
Max, shut up.
I'll just grab a little something to eat. And so
Turd.
sometimes that's not able to happen. And one of the things that we noticed in New Orleans with PCA, and I heard Bob and Chief talking about it, was how much having some Slim Jims, the little travel size, they're about 3 inches tall, having some of those like in his backpack. So I would say those are going to be essential cigar accessories. So we're talking out of the box stuff here, right? Oh, I know where we were. We were at go up to the register. Here is where I get into what I want, some of the things that are in my giveaway box. So, if you want to know what is essential to a cigar smoker, go to the register.
Cigars.
Because I will say to you, I want to say probably 10 out of 10 times, if I go to a register, you are going to have some sort of cutter sitting next to the register. Now, they're not going to be expensive cutters. They're going to be pretty, I want to say they were like $12, ones that looked kind of like this.
You can also get those cutters at events. I call them tackle box cutters.
So we have these. I think I dumped one into, I did. I dumped the special one. Now, look, we're going to kind of do these. You've got entry road accessories, you got middle of the road accessories, then you got high dollar accessories, and then you got luxury accessories. And when I say luxury, I mean that's the payment it's the monthly mortgage payment. But they have them. And I'm going to get into that because I spoke with a really lovely rep. All right, so you have cutters that kind of look like this. They're kind of basic. You stick the end of your cigar in there, chomp, chomp. You really can't go wrong because it's pre-measured. Like, you can't stick anything through it. So you're not going, oh, how much of this cigar do I do? And then you stick the whole thing in the hole and you cut off half the cigar. I mean, I might do that. But this is kind of like, this is Sarah proof. It's pre-measured. You just stick the end in there and you hold it in your fingers like this.
It's called a perfecto cutter.
Cut the little top off.
So that you don't cut too much of the cap off.
And more likely, I'm not going to cut me with it. Okay? So this is in your giveaway today. These are in your giveaway today. So these are kind of, again, now this one, I could mess this up. Do you see me? I could mess this up because I might take a cigar that only needs a little bitty piece of the end cut off and stick like a quarter of it in there and then, wow. Or if I'm playing around and I put my finger in there and whoop, I don't want to do that.
When you have a cigar with a torpedo tip.
Oh, yes. Do I have one of those in my giveaway?
I don't know.
So like if you have a cigar, because cigars come in different shapes and sizes, like there's an amount of the cigar that you're supposed to cut off. And people who smoke cigars are going to know how much of the cigar to cut off. People like me, people adjacent to the cigar industry, people who are getting into smoking cigars, that's going to be one of the things that they might fumble over. How much of this thing do I cut off? And if I cut off too much, am I going to look stupid? Who's watching me? And if I cut myself, what's going to happen? Which, by the way, has happened at a cigar event where someone gets a nick or a cut. So maybe an essential cigar accessory is to have a Band-Aid or two in your pocket. Like, maybe I need to come up with a Cigar 101 emergency bag and have all of these little things like in it. But a couple of Band-Aids, maybe some small ones, might not be such a bad idea to have hanging around for essential cigar accessories. And I would say probably if you go to a larger event, that might come in handy for somebody else who's sitting next to you, who looks down and goes, oh my gosh, I'm bleeding. Ah! So then I got you. All right. Then you might come across a very lovely Year of the Chief cigar cutter
First one to be out in the wild as a giveaway.
It is in the wild today. Now, I don't know how to use this thing. It just looks pretty, and I'm giving it away. But if I walked into a cigar shop, I wouldn't know how to use this. Bob's going, turn it around. So
We paid for branding on both sides.
Ooh, that's good looking. I really like these. I do like the branding that we've put on these. So these are official Bob the Cigar Guy Year of the Chief branded cigar accessories. So, entry level, not so entry level. Okay? So, how does this thing work? Do you push the button?
Yes, pull it down.
Pull it down.
Pull the button down.
What do you do with it? See, I don't know how to use it. I ain't even going to try. They'll have, oh, yeah, he's got it open, but I don't know how to do it.
Pull the button down.
But that's okay.
Pull the button
So,
down.
the next thing that you're going to find next to the register, besides a cigar cutter, is going to be a lighter. Okay? You're going to have some entry-level lighters sitting next to the register. Now, these, thank you, Villiger. We're giving these away today in your cigar swag here. But anyway,
Those are event lighters.
You need a lighter.
Simple
Now,
single jet.
Are these okay? So these are jets. So
Yeah,
they
single
have
jet.
lighters that are called soft flame, and it's like your what you would think like whoever smokes cigarettes uses to light up a cigarette. It's a soft.
Grab
What
the
am I-
green box.
This one?
Yep. There's two buttons, one on one side, one on the other.
Oh, he's asking me to push buttons, y'all. I don't do buttons well.
Push one button on one side.
There it is. I got it on the first try. Soft flame.
Now push the button by the front.
Jet. This will set you on fire from 5 feet away. I know that. I learned that.
That is not in the giveaway.
No, that one's not. That's just showing you the difference of the soft flame versus the jet flame. Now, you're going to have a choice when you go to the register. Essential cigar accessories, cutter, lighter. You're going to have a choice. I don't know. Maybe the person who is brand new picks up the soft flame. A person like me, I'm going to go, oh, I'm used to that. Like, I recognize that as something somebody who smokes might use. You might pick that up. Totally okay. Jet flame. I think that's the only. Oh, no, it's not. Because we also have the 2025 Year of the Chief lighter.
Which is a paleo lighter. It's a quad jet. It will light over 150 cigars and has a cigar rest on top of it. Great fuel window, great dial on the bottom. Easy to operate whether you have barbecue on your fingers or not. Branded on both sides. Has not been released yet. This is the first one in the wild for a giveaway.
All right. So, this would be a 4-jet lighter. So, kind of, you've moved up a couple of lanes on the highway. Bob's got one lit over there. I'm not even going to try because apparently I don't do buttons. All right, but that's in the giveaway today. Now, essential cigar accessories. This might not be sitting next to the register. I think most registers are cutters, lighters. At least the ones that I've seen here recently. Cutter, lighter, cutter, lighter. They're like $5, $12, $15, somewhere like that. So you grab a cigar, you're up there, you're like, oh crap, I forgot I don't have a cutter. Ooh, I got a golf tee in my pocket. I don't need a cutter, so I can save money there, but oops, I don't have a lighter. Oh no. I mean, you could probably get lit by the person at the cigar lounge. I think that some places they call it toasting. They will toast your cigar for you. But like, what happens if it goes out while you're sitting there talking or chatting on your cell phone because you're trying to take in all things cigar? Well, a lighter in your pocket is probably going to be a good idea. So, essential. The next thing. Now, if you go to a lounge, from what I understand, it is okay to take some cigars with you. Not okay not to at least buy one cigar from their humidor.
You ask first, and you buy as many as you smoke. If you smoke 3 cigars while you're there, you should buy 3 cigars. Now you go to the
Oh, okay.
you go to the purveyor. You say, "Hey, I've got some cigars. I like mine a little more humidified than yours. I want to hang out. Can I buy? I'm going to smoke 3 cigars today. Can I buy 3 of your cigars and smoke mine?" I have never been in a shop where they say, "No, you can't do that." But if you go in there and just pull out your cigars and you don't pay for their cigars, you're basically thinking you're in a clubhouse. You're not paying for the air conditioning. You're not paying for the advertising and the
And
square
let's be
footage and everything
honest, like
else.
people like me, I'm not going to go, I'm not taking a cigar, but I'm also not buying one. But I am taking up space. So I'm going to be thinking, okay, cigar essentials, if you go to a lounge, take some money in your pocket if you don't take your debit card.
Get something to
Like,
drink.
get something.
Get something to eat. A
Get
snack.
buy a bottle of water
Yeah.
or
Agreed.
buy a mixed drink or buy some food if they happen to have it.
Facts.
You're taking your chocolates and your mints with you in your pocket, you know, just in case, but at least buy something because I mean, you're really kind of taking up space, so pay them a little bit of rent, right?
Barber and Cigar Company says don't come to many lounges in New York because they put up signs everywhere and no outside cigars. He also asks, is the dog part of the raffle? My friend, I would go broke trying to ship that 100-pound St. Bernard. So,
You can't have my
no.
dog, but you could come visit him. He would love on you.
Gary said melted pocket chocolate.
I mean,
Sounds like a
you
punk
got to
rock
be
band.
careful about the chocolate thing, but I mean, you know, M&Ms melt in your mouth, not in your hand or your pocket. So maybe take a little bag of M&Ms. If you're taking a lady with you, she's probably got a purse or a bag. You can put it in there, and that way you guys are a team. And when you're feeling peckish because you didn't eat and you needed to smoke some cigars, she's gonna come in clutch for you. But what I'm getting at with the whole cigar thing is in the giveaway today is this lovely I think you call it three
3 finger.
finger.
Yes.
Oh, look, it has cigars in it already. Did you know that, Bob the cigar guy?
No.
Because I bet you didn't.
Were they already in there for real?
So instead of getting
Oh my
12
God.
cigars today, you're
Wait,
gonna
now I
get.
gotta see what's in there. That might be something I don't want to give away.
Let's see.
Oh no.
What's the surprise?
Oh
What's everybody
no.
going with? What do you think was in the
Oh
box?
no. This is for serious.
Now I'm channeling
Oh
Chris
no.
Duque, who, by the way, has a year of the Duque out right now from Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust.
Oh
Shout
no.
out to him. What's in
Oh
the
no.
box?
Oh no. Oh no.
These are lovely.
Hey, if y'all have to leave at 1 o'clock because the
recognize
show is
them.
over, you're gonna be sorely disappointed because we only have 16 minutes left, and the first lady's not even halfway done talking about her stuff. So just if you got to go pee now. Saddle up. Oh my gosh! No, no, I did not want to give that away. Daggone it! All right,
Speaking of Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust,
daggone it! Ah, I can't believe I left those in there.
oh, that's nice.
Oh my gosh. The Pappy Van Winkle barrel fermented. Are you kidding me? That was. Ah, I got to do better. I got to check more. Nobody wants those. I'll keep them.
There you go. There you have it, folks.
Oh my gosh, they don't even make those anymore. Holy crud.
This is what happens on Sarah's show.
Oh, I forgot they were in
You're
there.
welcome, folks.
I'm really. This is not hyperbole. This is not a setup. I forgot they were in there. I put those in there. I took pictures of them, and I put it up in the studio, up in the rafters, and I forgot they were in there. And
So, one of these 3 finger humidors can come in clutch when you don't have a whole lot of space and you need to just throw like some really lovely cigars that maybe you've had in there. You want to just take them with you. Maybe you're going golfing. So, along with your tea, you just throw these in your golf bag. Like, it's small enough. I mean, I have relatively small hands, and so it comes like, there. That's how big it is. It's not very
And
big.
if I'm not mistaken, that humidor or that 3 finger case, if you turn it around the other way, you can see the logo on it. Is I think over 115. I think is what the price is on the.
Okay, so when I told you earlier that you have entry level, middle of the road, high, and then you have luxury, this is going to be kind of like your middle of the road three finger travel humidor thing because it's $115. And so
Don't say
again,
the D word.
oh, 115 smackers,
Clams or
cha-chingers. But like when you're thinking, oh, cigar smoking can be a very expensive hobby.
God, there was $50 worth of added things in there.
You said
I
the
said
D
the
word.
D word. I did.
Stop it.
There was.
So anyway, this
I'm
is coming in the
heartbroken.
giveaway today. You're welcome, folks. So instead of having 12 in the giveaway today, you got 15. Lucky you guys. All right.
Yeah, but I hate
Now-
odd numbers.
Well, we haven't opened this yet, and I don't know that there's anything in it.
No, it's brand new.
But I want to show it to you guys. I love it. It is the Bob the Cigar Guy Year of the Chief 2025 Travel Door. It is very lovely. Look at, I love that logo. I
First
really
one
do.
to be given away.
I think it's great. So this is this would be more like an entry-ish level, I think.
No, that's not entry level.
No, not entry level.
No.
It's pretty neat.
It's a 10 count.
Holds 10.
It's a 10 count.
So there you go. It's going to cushion all your stuff. This might be one you take on an airplane flight with you.
Absolutely. It's for vacation. The three finger that you have is for when you're just about to go somewhere, you're just taking it so you don't get beat up and damaged. That 10 count, you actually put humidity in it. It'll humidify, and you could keep your cigars in there for 6 months as long as it's in the right climate and temperature. So that's an airtight seal. The other one is more just fancy for traveling to the place you're going to go.
So essential cigar accessories, is it really essential? I think if you're going to go somewhere, it is to have a travel humidor. You're going to spend money on these cigars. You're going to keep these cigars humidified. Like, essential? I don't know. If you're traveling, yes. So, let's see. Another thing, and this is coming in the giveaway, which is kind of cool. Not really an essential piece.
That's a mid-level lighter right there, by the way.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we've moved on from the lighters. There's another lighter in there for you guys, for whoever wins this giveaway. But this thing, I want to pull it out so we can see it. It is a desktop cigar cutter. It's pretty cool because there are apparently different ways and different shapes of having, having to cut your cigar. And this is another one of those kind of dummy ones, like it's a lever and not a button, so I've got this one okay. But it has the rounded hole and then the, what do you call that?
V-cut and a guillotine.
V-cut and a guillotine. So, or a, that's the way I would look at it. But anyway, you just like stick the end of your cigar in there. It doesn't go down too far, so you're not gonna cut off more than you're supposed to. So again, this is newbie. Yeah, I would say essential for me.
It's a tabletop.
It
what
goes
it's
on
called.
the table. It's pretty
It's
nice,
heavy.
actually. I don't know if you guys can see any of the like stuff on the edge, but anyway, it's pretty nice. It's nice and heavy. It's stiff. It sits nicely on the table. Like I can do that. And now I have to be careful. I might tip it toward me just because I'm lower than it. But I mean, if you miss Vegas, right?
That's silly.
Sit there. It's a toy too.
Now, do you want to show off a couple cutters that are not going to be in the giveaway that are just different types of cutters?
So no, not right now.
Okay.
I think we'll save that for another show. We'll do like a
Okay.
comparison. Because what I'm hoping, when I told you guys I talked to a really lovely lady at the Drew Estate event. Her name is Berkeley, and she works with TSG ST DuPont?
ST DuPont.
ST DuPont.
It's Coles of London is the company.
Coles of London. And when I tell you luxury accessories, I mean luxury accessories. It also goes along the lines with the William Henry knife that was given away last giveaway. Luxury. These are not things that you're going to walk up and
Heirloom
find
quality.
right next to the register and you can throw one in your pocket and walk away. You're going to have to go to a locked case if they have them. Because their entry level, it's like $1,300.
No, ma'am. It's about $300.
Not the ones I saw.
Right, but the entry level lighters and cutters run around $300.
Well, I reached out to Berkeley, and I haven't checked my email today, so I don't know if she responded today. But I reached out to her. I sent her an email because she and I were talking, and she had this like really good idea, which I had not thought about. So when we're talking about like essential accessories for cigar smokers, I would say if you're a beginner, this isn't going to be where you start, right?
Facts.
But this was something that I didn't know and I didn't realize was even available. But they have some $1,300 lighters, $1,500 lighters, $1,800 lighters, and they go on up and up and up. And so I was just kind of talking with her about it, and I was thinking, wow, you know, that's kind of expensive. And she was like, but listen, how many times have you ever seen like men when it comes to anniversaries or birthdays, they've been with their lady for a while and they really want to get her something nice? They have jewelry stores all over the place, right? So a man could go grab some jewelry, grab some nice perfume, you know, really make
Take them to
something,
a horse farm.
take her to a ranch where she can stay 4 days and ride horses all day, right? So that's available. So she said, this is a lighter. This is the lane of lighters that they're like, this is an anniversary gift. This is it's your birthday and I really wanted to spend, you know, some money on you. And so you present this lighter as a momentous gift. It is an heirloom piece, just like the William Henry knives. These are gifts that you give of legacy. These are out there in the cigar world. And, you know, people who are cigar adjacent, like me, like I will tell you, the dog is at the door and he wants in so bad.
Shut up!
He's just longing to get in the door. But
Barber and Cigar Company said, or you can take her to the presidential suite at the Hilton
look, that's what's up.
in Ocala.
Because that's what happened for our honeymoon night. Presidential suite, Hilton, Ocala.
That was yesterday's podcast.
That was on. Oh, look who's watching the podcast. So I thought that was a great idea. So what I'm hoping for in the future is maybe to keep in contact with Berkeley, with ST DuPont, maybe get the ability to give one away.
Wait
Or
now.
at
Wait, there
least-
is channel tax giving away. I'm going to tell you, Chief does not own an ST DuPont, and it would make me cry if I gave away one and I didn't have one. So
I mean,
just
that's
gonna
what my
tell you.
show's all about. We're giving it away. We're not
Yeah.
keeping it here. We're giving it away.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I don't know. I thought that was a great idea. I thought that was very novel to think as far as like this would be an essential cigar accessory that you could gift someone for legacy. Like maybe it's your grandpa who smokes cigars and, you know, he's retiring. Or maybe it's a golden anniversary. Maybe it's something like that. I mean, these are lighters that are really, truly, they're collectible from what I understand. Some only get released to the American market, some only to the European market. They are based out of Paris, I believe. And so, like,
Coles of London.
yeah, there are accessories in the cigar world that cost money. But if you think about it in the way of like you have a cigar smoker in your life, and beyond walking up to the register and buying a regular lighter that everybody can throw in their pocket, this would be something that somebody's going to sit next to them. And so these lighters are really cool, and I really hope that we get to do something with them so that I can bring one on the show and show it to you. And maybe we can do a comparison of like entry level, middle of the road, high end, luxury kind of thing. But anyway, you flip the top open, kind of like the old Zippo lighters. So when I saw it, I was like, that reminds me of my grandfather, because he smoked cigarettes, the brown long cigarettes. He smoked those, and he had a Zippo in his pocket all the time, and he would flick it up, and then you would hear the quintessential whack, and then it would light. Well, they have designed their lighters with a ting, and so the ting kind of sets it apart. And so it's really, really neat. I hope to do some work with them maybe in the future. We'll see. I don't know. But anyway, they're out there. I thought it was a great idea to say, okay, these are available. This is what they could really be for. And so if that's like your thing and you need to save up for it, save up for it. It's probably worth it. And for the cigar smoker who's going to know what that is, like, I would think that would be really special. All right, so more giveaway stuff. You are going to get the Camacho again. Thank you, Jack, who gave us this lovely, I want to show you the trap door in the bottom. Did you see how full of cigars this humidor is? Because all of those cigars are being given away today in the... Oh, and Bob, because he hates odd numbers, gave us another one to go.
And that's a banger. That's a brand new one from Avo, which is Camacho, Avo, Davidoff, Zeno, Baccarat.
That's their brands,
yes.
Right? Okay, so I'm trying to lean this up to you so you can see like the little... There's this trap door in the bottom where you can put your Boveda humidity pack, whatever you use, down there, and then you lay it down on top. I'm not even going to try to pull it apart. But you lay it down in there, and then your cigars kind of rest on top of it. All right. This one's going to be free for you, because I also thought that this was an ingenious idea for kind of essential cigar accessories for the person who has a humidor. Bob has been buying up humidors like crazy here lately.
Not like crazy.
Like crazy.
No.
He's been finding the deals all on Marketplace. And he's been bringing it all home. But what he didn't have... Hey, hand me one of your finds from Target. It's a Target find. Target Hack 101. Okay, Hack 101 for the essentials of cigar accessories. If you have a larger humidor, like a lot of times they do not come with these, and you got to figure out, what am I going to do to keep all of my cigars together, and what if I want to
You can buy them, but they're...
You can buy them, but they're $80 to $120, and we don't want to spend that. No.
Get out.
Listen, it is a shower caddy accessory.
You cut the edges off.
You cut the edges off. Shomp. Cut the edges off. All right. Look what you got. Look what you got. You got a whole... The humidity goes through the holes in the bottom because it's a shower caddy accessory. It's got to let the water out. So this lets the humidity in. And it fits the cigars. That is an essential cigar accessory if you have a humidor. Now listen, people make humidors out of all sorts of things. They make them out of coolers. This will fit in a cooler. They make them out of wine humidors, like the small wine refrigerators that sit like on a desktop. That was probably Bob the Cigar Guy's first electric plug-it-in humidors that I got him when he first started. Was one of those. But these fit in them, and they keep your cigars elevated. They keep them separated. They slide on the doors. They have the holes in the bottom.
Protect them.
keep them
Make
protected,
them easy to get to.
make them easy to get to. You could coordinate them like a library, A to Z.
And they're $5.
A to Z.
That
You
pack is
start
$5.
with A through C on the first rack, D through whatever on the next. Like, you could keep them, or like you could do all sorts of stuff with that.
I bought every last one that Target had.
So, think outside of the box when it comes to cigar accessories. Don't get stuck at the register, because that's where they get you, folks. They get you at the register. That's why all the candy and the sodas, the cold sodas, are at the register at the grocery store or at the gas station. They get you at the register. It's all the stuff you didn't know you needed, but you need it anyway.
Cigars, they are 24 inches wide, and the inside of the containers are exactly 6 inches deep. It's perfect for a 6-inch cigar. Fits in there just perfectly, and the two pieces come apart. They slide apart and make a bigger thing. So you just take and you just replace. You take the two
Gary, that's
together, and it works just fine.
But yeah,
It's,
I thought that
amazing.
was great, and I wanted to throw that little tidbit in there on the show because cigar accessories, you're either in the box, out of the box, somewhere near the box. Like, there are so many things that you could come up with for cigar accessories. If there's something that you particularly think, you know what, this should have made your list, First Lady, I want you to throw it up there in the comments. Like,
Eric says
share
he
this
uses
information.
acrylic vegetable bins.
Acrylic vegetable bins. Those are a little bit deeper. I don't know that they have the holes in them, but do those have like the little crisper knob thing where you can open it for humidity or turn it down for humidity? So if you guys have an essential cigar accessory that you think, okay, let's throw this up there, throw it out there, because Bob is writing down everybody who has given us a comment today, because here's how you are going to get a chance to win all of this stuff that I've looked at today. Number one, you had to be here. Number two, it's a live drawing. And if you are not here and you were here earlier, but you got off and you're not here, it's not going to happen for you. I'm sorry. But you have to be here live. You have to have commented so that Bob can write your name down. We're going to throw your name in a hat here very, very shortly, because we are at an hour and 4 minutes, even though we had a little hiccup in there. We said, whatever. And I'm trying really hard to get through my show in an hour so I don't take up any more of your weekend.
So
I know your time is precious, and I appreciate you giving it to me. All right.
So one of the statements are perfect draws, and so
Okay.
the perfect draw is the long thing that you can run through if your cigar is corked up and it doesn't want to.
Listed. This looks like a s'more maker.
Right, and so that also is the other one in your hand is a nub tool,
That looks
which
like a little s'more
when your
maker.
cigar tastes too good and your fingers are burning, you can actually stick your cigar on there. Now they have them with one prong sticking up or two prongs. I recommend the two prongs, because if you're not paying attention, that cigar will spin around on you, and when you put the ash in your mouth, it changes the flavor for a good while. So.
All right, so essential cigar tools. All right, there you go. They need some portable ones of these. Do these have lids over them so you don't
Some do.
stick yourself with them? All right. So essential, what else you guys got? Don't need them for the not so good cigar. I don't. What does that say? Don't need that. I can't
That
read.
rod for
Matt.
don't need the rod for good cigars. And
Okay,
it's
there
true.
you
If
go.
it's a good cigar, you're not going to have an issue with draw.
I got you. Yeah, I can't read without my glasses. I don't have them on today. Okay, so let's see. We have talked about
Oh, I know what you
beginner
need.
accessories, not so beginner accessories.
I know what you
Cell
need.
phones, Tic Tacs, chocolates, golf tee, cigar cutters, lighters, humidors, things to go in your humidor to keep your cigars coordinated. What is this?
It's a lighter bleed tool.
A lighter bleed tool.
Once you fill your lighter and you burn all the fuel out of it, you have to remove the air in
Air.
it so you can put more butane in it. And so that's a purge tool from Cigar. It also has a little wrench on the front and screwdriver tips that you can use to adjust or tighten anything you need to. Gary
You know what this
said,
kind of reminds me of? Have you ever seen those eyeglasses
Yeah.
kits that you can get at the register? Maybe get you an eyeglass kit repair.
Gary also
That might work.
recommended a cigar clip. That
Oh.
thing clips onto your golf cart or whatever, your table or whatever, and it holds your cigar without.
That one's the cigar one, and this one is the one that clips to the table.
The black
How
one
do
is
I
one that
know?
clips to the
Because
table.
this one is really squeezy, and this one is not so squeezy. That's not gonna squeeze your cigar apart. All right. So, a potato bag chip clip maybe might work. I don't know. That's kind of cool. That's neat. That's neat. Okay. Anybody else have any other things that you want to add to the essential cigar list, the essential accessory cigar list? Will McFall said a bottle of water. If you go to a lounge and you're not going to smoke, buy a bottle of water. I don't smoke cigars. I know that when Bob and Steven and people that were around, like, they will chain smoke cigars, and I can only imagine like what that must taste like in your mouth. I think that's one of the reasons why mixed drinks and whiskeys and things like that pair well with cigar smokers, because it can kind of rinse all that stuff out of the mouth and the teeth and all of that stuff going on. Might be like a palate cleanser, I guess. And so having a drink might be a cigar essential, no matter where you're at. Backyard, mowing, in your man cave, have something to drink. I think that's an essential. Chief's favorite is it Diet Dr. Pepper
No,
now?
straight Dr. Pepper.
Just straight Dr. Pepper. Straight up Dr. Pepper.
Cigar rest, emergency whiskey,
Mhm.
breath spray.
Yeah. Okay. Breath spray, I would agree with that one, even if you just throw it in your vehicle. So, like, excuse me, maybe you don't have the mints. Like, the breath spray is one of those things, it's not going to melt in your car. You just throw that sucker in the middle. You can buy those at the register at Walmart. And you can even get the little mint strips. The
Without
Listerine
and
strips.
cigar glue.
Might be good.
Cigar glue, it's good for home, but if you have a non-flavored chapstick will do the same as the cigar glue. So it's you can carry it in your pocket. If you use chapstick, I don't.
So maybe the emergency kit contains Band-Aids and non-flavored, non-colored chapstick. And a golf tee. And a bottle of water.
And Gary Brooks, I agree with you. When you chain smoke cigars, they taste amazing. They do.
The whiff out, if you're at home, for sure, because that just kind of helps cut down on the cigar smoke smell that's taking up your space. A turkey poker. Okay. Gary Zanders, have you ever used a turkey poker? What is a turkey poker?
I don't know. Probably like the draw tool that I picked up.
Oh, maybe so.
So.
Okay. All right. So here we are at the end of the show. Thank you very much. Next month's show, I am going to be highlighting, because I'm pretty sure Mother's Day is next month. I'm going to highlight ladies. Ladies who smoke cigars, ladies in the cigar industry, ladies who are adjacent to the cigar industry. And so I just want to highlight, like, what were you saying? I think Bob even said a statistic this weekend when we were talking. What is the percentage of men in the cigar? Was there a percentage? Like, is it 85% male?
I don't know that statistic.
I don't know that statistic
by
either.
100%.
I might try to find something. I don't know that you could 100% say this is it and there's no, going back on this number.
A couple years ago, women were the highest new demographic of cigar smokers.
I gotcha. Well, I think I'm the only one in the cigar industry doing this show. 100%.
So, if you have not entered, we are running it down. We are finishing this thing out. If you are watching right now, 30 people are watching. We've had almost 40, if I'm not mistaken. But if you're
Nice.
watching and you have not commented, that's the only way that you can win all that stuff is by
Plus,
commenting. So,
you have to
if you haven't
be
commented, comment.
in the continental U.S. for us to not charge you shipping.
And you have to be 21.
And you have to be 21
And you have to email me your address.
at rgfinley70@gmail.com. So, here we go. If you have not commented and you are here and you want your name thrown in to the hat, you need to comment now or forever hold your peace. Because this is a live drawing, and whoever we draw, as long as you're here, you're going to win it. The only reason you won't win it is because we drew your name, and you weren't here. What's that about? All right. So I'm going to give you guys like a minute. If you need to comment, please do. Even if you comment with your favorite cigar accessory. Everybody's still here. Good deal. All right, Bob, are you ready to throw those lovely names in a hat for me?
I am. Let me read off the names, and if you don't hear your name when you're here, make sure you throw in your name.
All right, here we go. Everybody pay attention. If you put us on mute, now's the time to unmute it. If you turned us down, now's the time to turn us up.
They wouldn't hear you if they muted you.
I'm just giving them a chance.
Okay. Mark Morris, Mike Strasberg, Texas Torres, Edward Valencia, David Robbins, Steve Schufelt, Dan Burns, Ronald Hamilton, oh my, Alex Noander 88, James Irvin, Eric's the Ogre D, Frankie D, Stocks and Stogies, Chi-Town Cigar,
A lot of new names.
Pneumonia,
I'm excited about that.
Brandon N, Michael Cruz, Camping Cigar,
Yay.
Michael Jameson, William Ralston,
I did forget to show you guys
Gary
something.
Brooks,
Maybe I showed you.
Sammy the Man Flo, Uncle
This little guy
Larry,
goes today.
Havana King Amor,
Isn't he cute?
Charles Adamson,
It's a horse
The
Jeep.
Cigarage, Supremo Tobacco, Cigar Pop, Mackie Bergson, Steel Bob, Brian Allicock, Gary Zanstra, Ronald Smith, and Diana Burns. If you didn't hear your name, you got 60 seconds to give me your name.
I got this little guy at the Southern Cross Guest Ranch. They had a lot of swag. I got a t-shirt, I got the hat, I got the stickers, and then I got my grandkids all sorts of little fun stuff to play with as well. That was like barn and farm related. And then I picked up this little guy. Ain't he cute? He's a Jeep duck horse. I thought he was just cute, and I was like, "Oh, he'll be perfect for my giveaway." Since last show, when Bob the Cigar Guy made me give away one of my things,
Yay.
so there it is. He's gonna go in the giveaway today. I will most likely sign it, and we will send that along with all of these other wonderful things. You're getting a total of 16 cigars today. I guess it's a desktop humidor, the Camacho humidor. Then you're going to get the
Yes.
three-finger travel humidor, pocket humidor, from I don't remember. And then you've got the cigar cutters, the cigar lighters. One thing that I did not show you guys. I'm going to try to do this with this duck on my hat.
I've added the original, TU and Will Hart is added in as well. So
All right, so I did not show you guys this, so I will show it to you. It is a Villiger desktop ashtray. It really is lovely. It's got the branding on the center. It's got these little gold filigree holders for the cigar. It's got your Villiger branding on the edge. It's really nice. It's sturdy. It is like a, what do you call it?
Ceramic.
Porcelain.
Ceramic.
Stone, yeah, ceramic, stone, whatever it is. But that is also in the giveaway today. And then, of course, you have the Year of the Chief Essential. And
So
you
Diana Burns
have-
asking about buying a sticker. Diana, we do not have the stickers on the website. We don't know if we're going to be selling them or not. They may just be for giveaways. When the First Lady goes to events, she may have those to hand them out. And for the Year of the Chief stuff, it will eventually be for giveaways and up for sale. We just have not put those on the website yet. I don't know when that's coming out. It may be... It's going to be later, but it's a possibility it's going to be coming. Elizabeth R., I'm going to put you in the drawing too.
All right. People are going to become savvy and they're going to tune in at like 1 o'clock
No.
We're gonna have a glut of people coming in at 1 o'clock. Like, I'm here, I'm here. Look, I'm glad you're here. Game gets game, right? But I
Elizabeth said
love
she
it.
had to create a channel so that she could comment. Well, while you're there, go ahead and subscribe. We wouldn't
Yeah,
mind
go ahead and
subscribers.
subscribe to Bob the Cigar Guy
Um,
channel and turn on your notifications, and that way they'll come across every time we're live. But anyway, I'm glad you're here. I'm thankful for those who have been here since the beginning. I love that you guys are interactive. I really, really hope that that is what this show really becomes, is just a whole time where everybody is chatting, everybody's sharing ideas and commenting, telling us your stories, sharing with us a little bit of who you are, where you come from, whether you're new to the cigar smokers world or you've been here for a long, long time. Like, I want everybody to feel welcome. This is a show for everybody, but especially the people who are like cigar adjacent, who are like me. I don't smoke cigars. I am the first one to tell you I don't smoke cigars. People will ask, does the First Lady smoke cigars? No, she does not. I have tried. I'm not interested. It's okay, because there's a lot of folks out there that are just like me. And I can tell you, I am probably the only one in the cigar industry doing a show just like this. This is the only show like this.
Thank you for subbing, Miss Elizabeth. And I don't know if y'all notice it the way I notice it, but the duck on the First Lady's head looks a lot like a poop emoji.
It's not a poop emoji. He's a horsey duck.
So I'm just saying.
He's riding pretty well right there.
Yeah. So.
All right, let's go, Bob, the cigar guy.
All right, all the names are put in. Everybody is
Here's
in.
your virtual drum roll. You can't hear it. I don't have fingernails, and I'm not doing all that tinky stuff. All right, here's the hat.
ASMR stuff.
Yep. Here's the hat. Here are the names. I saw a lot of names. I think there's a lot more names this
It's a
drawing
ton. Right now we have 33 watching, so.
Nice. I think this is the most names that we've ever had.
I don't know. I don't keep count.
I don't either, but I'm really thankful that you're here.
Just make sure you take one.
I will only take one. I'm just mixing them up really
We will be
good.
back the second Saturday of next month. We will not be traveling or anything else like that. I'm looking at my
Texas
calendar
tourists,
right
I
now.
get it. I get that. I really do.
The second
But
Saturday
she loves
in
you, and that's what's most important.
the second Saturday in May is May 10th. So May 10th, set your calendars for noon and block your schedule for 2 hours, because the First Lady does not understand what 1 hour is. But such great content and such great time, we just don't have time to get it all in 60 minutes.
I have one.
You sure you have one?
I have one.
Okay.
I have one.
Okay. And who is the winner?
Frankie D.
Frankie D, are you here?
Frankie D.
Frankie D.
If you're here, you just won. You have to comment and let us know that you're here.
Eric said, my daughter insisted on me putting on a hat so she could put a duck on it. That's funny.
That's what's up.
Come on, Frankie. Come on, Frankie.
Are you here? We're gonna.
Frankie's here.
Frankie's here.
Congratulations, Frankie.
D.
Make sure you hit me up at my email, rgfinley70@gmail.com.
Congratulations.
I'm gonna say that without anybody else talking, so I'll make sure it's really cool.
He's telling me to be quiet.
It's rgfinley70@gmail.com. I'll put it in the chat one more time. You need to hit me up with your information and get the address to me so I can get it to you. If you don't get it to me within a week, we will not give it away. We'll save it for next month and give that away on top of everything else.
Congratulations, Frankie D. Super excited for you. Thank you for participating in the chat today. Thank you for being here and watching the show. Thank you for hanging in with us as I go past my hour time limit. I appreciate you. I appreciate every single one of you. I really want you to know I appreciate you.
The cigar, it says, wait, one winner for all of that? Yes. If you're new to the channel, you need to know this about us. We don't do little giveaways. That giveaway there, I can tell you right now, just doing the math in my head real fast, is over 4 bones. I can tell you that's how much that stuff costs. We don't do little bitty giveaways. We do
Thank
big
you, Mac.
giveaways. We value
I
your
love you
time,
guys.
and we think that people want to win something huge instead of win a little bit. And it also saves on shipping. Let's be honest. When we do our big giveaways, we will give away tons and tons and
Thank
tons
you,
of stuff.
Diana.
So, and the first lady likes to give stuff away, and I like the first lady.
Yes.
So it is a gift for you, absolutely
Yes.
for sure.
Yes. So we go big or go home here, and I'm very thankful for you guys. I'm thankful for the platform. I'm thankful. Thank you, Bob, the cigar guy.
Mac Berkson says we
For
like cheap, but we love the first lady.
love it, love it. Thank you all. Thank you, Bob, the cigar guy, for
Absolutely.
putting together all of this stuff and being willing to help me give stuff away. I really hope that our show takes off and we can start, branching out with a lot of other things. I do want to remind you next month's show, Second Saturdays with Sarah, we're going to be highlighting women that are in the cigar arena, in the cigar industry, cigar adjacent. Um, just giving you just some information on people who are out there doing things in this industry. People you may know, people you might not know. And that's really my goal, is to make it a good mix, because I want people who are new to the cigar world to enjoy this show. I want people who have been in the cigar world for a long time to enjoy this show. Maybe teach you something, share with you something that you didn't realize you could do, that you could know and understand about it. So thank you. I appreciate you. Thanks for giving me your time today. I know you can't get it back. That makes it even more special. So from all of us here at Bob the Cigar Guy channel, which would be Bob the Cigar Guy, Chief, and myself, we thank you for being here. Thanks for being a fan. We love you. I hope you have a great rest of your day.
Bye bye.
And I get to stop you.
No.
No, I don't stop it. Bob's gonna do it. Psych. Pretend.